Hello and welcome back to Podcasting Made Easy, the show where I attempt to ease your path into podcasting. Now, this episode is especially for podcasters asking one of the most common questions I hear. Where do I find people to interview? Well, it's not as hard as you might imagine once you start to scratch the surface, because as much as you're looking for them, they're looking for you. Now, when it all comes together, it can be a real win-win. So let's look at the low-hanging fruit first. Now, one of the easiest starting points is podcast guest matchmaking platforms. Try saying that. Sites such as podmatch.com and matchmaker.fm are built to connect hosts with people who are actively looking to be interviewed. They're looking for you, and they are literally waiting for your call. Working in the other direction is podchaser.com. Think of it as a search engine for podcast guests. You can look up shows in your niche, see who's been interviewed by others, and create your own short list of potential guests that you can then hunt down and contact. And of course, don't forget all the podcasting platforms. Search for podcasts similar to yours and find out what the competition are doing and who they're interviewing. And their guests could be your guests too. Okay, where else is there? Well, when someone launches a new book, the author will likely be actively promoting it and looking for exposure, particularly if they're self-published. Browse new releases on Amazon in your category or explore active communities such as on Goodreads. And turning to social media, well, LinkedIn is filled to the gunnels with professional founders, coaches and consultants, many of which are keen to raise their profile, and your podcast could be just the place for them to do it. Search by niche and add words such as speaker, author or founder. And on Instagram and TikTok, look for creators who are already educating or inspiring within your subject area. These people are comfortable on camera, so they're perfect for your video podcast. Now, having looked far and wide, a quick note about looking closer to home. You can absolutely interview people you already know, former work colleagues, former clients or existing clients even, industry peers, local business owners, even friends with compelling stories to share. Now, it can be hard interviewing friends, but pop on your serious hat for 10 minutes and give it a go. Depending on your genre, there's the Chamber of Commerce, local startup hubs, university lecturers, and non-profit founders. Now, let's talk about how to attract these guests, because this is where many new podcasters struggle. Guests don't come on your show to help you, they come on your show because it helps them. Your pitch needs to answer one simple question: what's in it for them? So contact your potential guests with a short message that introduces your show, explains who your podcast serves, and be specific about why you think they will be a great match for your podcast. Mention something particular about their work so they know it's not a copy and paste message to them. Enticing a guest onto your show should be more about alignment than persuasion. You shouldn't be begging or persuading people. It should be a pretty natural fit. Find people whose message fits your audience. Show them you understand their work and make the process really simple. And communicate your value clearly. And remember, every established podcaster you admire once sent their first awkward guest email. So this is a skill, another one to be learned and to add to your bow. And practice makes perfect. Now, I've got more about corresponding with potential guests on my website, so do pop over there and look for this particular episode. There's more to share on this topic. And if you do have any questions about making a podcast, well, either put them in the comments below or send me an email via my website at stevehartmedia.com. Have yourself a great week. I'll see you next time.